And we're going to be looking at the game this afternoon between the Odessa and, of course, the Kilsyth Flyers. And of course, this is 2018 Canadian Juvenile Broomball Championship here in Owen Sound. And, of course, this game is being broadcast with heavy hearts, as we know that the Humboldt Broncos were involved in a very, very serious and fatal accident in Saskatchewan. And this is a hockey team on its way to its fifth game of the semifinals and the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League. And a lot of the players are known by the fans, or by the teams that are out here on the ice. And I understand there was 14 fatalities and 14 seriously injured. And this is not a happy day for our Saskatchewan friends that are going to be out there on the ice. And we'd like to send our condolences out to all the families of those involved, and of course our condolences to these players that are playing with heavy hearts. They've got to come out here and do something that is their focus is not on this game, and rightly so. The most important thing is their friends and family back home that are feeling the effects of this tragedy, and we hope they do well. We wish that they have all our best wishes, and
certainly,
on behalf of Rogers, our condolences, and our volunteers and staff. It's a tough thing to happen in sport, doesn't it? And sport transcends everything. And
it's the sport community across the country it's feeling it. I mean, everyone's close, and Odessa, coming from Saskatchewan, can't say I don't know if they know anybody, but everyone knows somebody from sport down the line. So we're thinking of you, and it's a terrible tragedy that would happen. And the sport across the nation, whether it's hockey, broomball, or even soccer, everyone's feeling it. So we're thinking of everyone out there and everyone that's been affected. So.
Well, I know that all our sports teams travel, and of course we've got, like I say, we've got teams Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Quebec, so they all are at some point in some kind of vehicle going from one point to another. And know we like to have things safe, but unfortunately things do happen, and again, the tragedy has taken place, and we played this game with a little bit of heavy hearts, and all day long I think the families will be remembered. And you hate to have to report those news stories, and you don't want to put any blame with anybody, but it's tough. But we're going to bring you the game anyway. Saskatchewan has the girls' game did this morning. They had their sticks were taped with green tape in honor, and I think at the awards presentation after this game, there will be a moment of silence. And I think the broomball community. Well, we're going to look at the round robin standings. The 218 Canadian Juvenile Med Broomball. You're going to see Valley Gamblers out in front with 10 points in the Blitz. The Kilsyth Flyers, Odessa Bandits, and you can see they both had 4 points. They won a couple of games, just couldn't move on in the playoff round. But they're out here this afternoon to play a game, and I believe it's the gold medal game for
the B-side gold medal game
for the B-side. So Odessa beat Kilsyth 1-0 in the round robin, so it's anybody's game. We saw today that game just before us where it ended up winning in overtime. And,
double overtime.
Yeah. And the Moose won the game, and they were beaten by the Manitoba team in the round robin. So anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I mean, Manitoba, the last game, you seen on the bench, they had maybe 2 lines. I mean, coming from all that direction, you look at Manitoba, who had a whole army pretty much. But anything can happen, and to go into double overtime with the Moose coming out with the victory is pretty good for local broomball. Mildmay coming from Bruce County, so it's pretty promising.
Yeah, true enough. Billy Nichols, Gord Chapman going to bring in his game. Phil Davis did the first 2 games this morning. Going to take a breather and sit on the bench and watch the next
round. A well-deserved breather. Phil does an amazing job. So.
Well, he did 2 games. I was only supposed to do 2 games this morning, and 3 this morning. We've done 4. Yeah. So this is our 4th one. Odessa will be in the black, and they will be to your right, I believe, as we step on our right. And then you see the Flyers getting set there in white with that big Flyer crest on front. And Kilsyth Flyers, of course, the local team just around the corner. Just a little bit off the bypass, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Kilsyth is Broomball country. I mean, you got the Phantoms, you got the Young Guns, you got the Junior Flyers, even the Midget Flyers coming from Kilsyth. So it's a very promising community for if you blink, you miss it type thing. So
Odessa Bandits in black. That's number 4, Dorr, and he almost lost it. Dorr has it, and then that little dump pass through center. See if they got some speed to pick it up. Of course, that's wrist, and we've got a whistle already.
We're an offside.
And it's offside at center, and they'll bring the ball back to, they're going right down the ice. So
yeah, it was flipped on the other side of the blue line, so they'll take it right back all the way down.
So that's icing, or is that?
No, well, maybe they did call it. I thought they blew it on the offside, but Kilsyth's got to come out flying here if they want to win. I mean, you get the nerves playing at home, but you keep your composure and keep going.
Well, that's the early time. It's early in the game yet. Flyers going to get control of the ball, and that's number 17, Schindel. Schindel just knocks it in behind the net, and that's the goaltender just controlling it. He's handling the ball. That's something you didn't see too much before, but that's a little contact at center. Little head pass. Myers knocks it up the floor. Odessa Bandits in black. And number 24 was Jason Rourke. And Rourke had it. Rourke again, he just fires it and off the leg. And then off into the corner is number 15, Schaefer. He knocked it away. Saskatchewan. That's the Odessa Bandits. In black to our right, with a little bit of green cherub and also with gray. So there's a shot. They hit somebody in front of the net. There's another one knocked down in front. And the Flyers are just hammering that ball towards the goal. That doesn't hurt to do that at all. In the corner.
Might hurt to block it, but
99, Reed Gill in behind the net, then fires it back out in front, out to 71, Parker Wade. Pardon me. No, Wade, sorry. There's the shot from Walker, and Walker just knocks it in behind the net. Loose ball up on the mesh. Finally, the whistle goes, and we get a stop and play. And changes up all the way around.
Great pressure from Kilsyth, just getting shots around. It's, you find it'll be a lot of run and gun type thing, but Odessa's blocking shots, and they hurt when you get blocked because Kilsyth's defense is pretty strong with their shots too. But keep pounding them at the net. Hopefully you get a scramble in front or one goes in.
Well, that's what you have to do. It seems you can't score goals without shooting, and it never hurts to put it towards the net. Flyers trying to dig it out. Picked off by Neal. Jason Neal has it, and he's going to come up through the middle. That's a dangerous play. Neal with that little flip pass, and bothered. Taken off by number 3, Neal, and he comes back to pick it up. And, of course, that's Kress. And Odessa has control at the blue line, twisting and turning. And Kress has it. That's Neal. Out along the boards with that little dump pass up to Meyer. And Meyer can't control it, gets it right back. There's a long shot and then fired wide. It's Jared Christie got a piece of that ball but didn't get it on the net. A little bit of contact in the corners. Number 3, Jaden Neal was knocked down. Neal loses the ball, but Dawson Bender picked it up. Bender must be family. I'm seeing names in both teams.
20 guys on a team and only 10 last names.
Yeah, something like that. But even from the girls' team this morning, there was a couple of Benders out there. So
yeah, no, it's a family-oriented sport. I mean, Jared Christie is son of, well, I guess you can call him a legend, Rob Christie, who played with the Kilsyth Phantoms and former Kilsyth Flyer, the senior Flyer. Seemed like he was 3 feet tall last week.
But they can play. They got speed. In behind, and looked like trying to get that ball in behind the defense. Can't. There's a shot right across the goal mouth by the Flyers, and that was number 27, Nick Hatt. Flyers all over. There's a shot just whistled and blocked in front of it. It actually was going by the net. Good play by number 88, Graham Couch, as he got down on his knees and swept that thing back into the zone. Nick Hatt in the corner. Hat looking for an open man. Twists and turns, goes along the boards in behind the net. Got by Colton Lamping. And finally, Lamping picks up the loose ball in behind his own goal. 13:51 remaining on the clock in the first frame. As we've said before, there's 18 minutes in a half, and we play 2 of them, unless we go into overtime, and then we can play as many as we want.
Another 2 of them, yeah.
Anyway, the ball comes along the boards. Knight got out, but got it up to number 21, Meyer, and Meyer couldn't do anything with it. There's a loose ball in the slot area, fired off a leg. And into the corner, Lang chases it down along with Colton Lamping, finally gets control of it. Lamping, a dangerous pass right across the goal mouth. Up along to Turner, and Turner drove it up the board, but picked off by Couch. And Couch just dumps it off into the corner. Number 24, Jason Rourke. Then Rourke just left it there, the back pass right through the goal crease. It's number 6. Daly Drost, he had a chance and couldn't get that deflection. They gained the Flyers in control. In the corner, it's number 6, Daly Drost. Passes it back off. Chasing that ball down, Noah House.
Flyers aren't giving Odessa any room at all. As soon as that ball is free, there's a white player right on it. Especially when Odessa plays it up to their forwards, their D pinches right on their forwards and just takes any opportunity to get it out.
Reed Gill in the corner, twists and turns, looking for the open man. Nice stick handling as he moves that ball around. Gets it into the circle and a little back shot, and then it just whistles that one wide on the left-hand side of the goal. Odessa goaltender, I don't think they touched the ball yet. They've got so many shots that have been blocked in front. Excellent defensive play. Looks like number 2, Colton Lamping, has got a leg injury. He's having trouble.
Still dives in front of that ball. I mean, that's a lot of heart coming from the kid. Take one more pain for him.
And he's limping off to the bench. He seems a little bit better. He probably just took a stick across the leg, and that hurts. There's Brady Lisk of the Flyers looking at his goals against, record 3-1, 75 GAA, and goals against. Boy, that's pretty decent goaltending.
Mm-hmm.
There's a long shot fired from the point by number 4, Damian Walker. And the stop and play as the goaltender picked up the ball, and we get to stop and play. And
Kilsyth's just still peppering away. That's the game plan. Get shots on net, traffic and shots.
There's a shot again. They're just firing it, and I believe Odessa's going to go home with ball imprints all over their bodies. That they have been blocking them and playing solid defense, but Odessa not getting any offense whatsoever. Tried to get it out. Number 4, Damian Walker, stole it. That was number 11, Nicholas Knoll, that tried to get it out. Flyers again, unbelievable pressure. Just going to be a matter of time. If they keep this up, they're going to break that offense down, and frustration's going to set in. You're going to see one of these penalties going to get called because they're going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to knock it down. There's number 4, and that's Damian Dorr. Dorr doing a good job in the corner, but can't get control of the ball to help his team out. But bothering the forward of the Flyers in the corner is Brandy Rist, and Rist finally gets a piece of it. Then finally Odessa gets the ball out, but not far enough. And number 71, Parker Wade, picks it up and just dumps it through center, and then a little hand pass and a little body check at center ice.
Odessa, it almost seems like they play in a similar type of arena as Kilsyth, the small Katie arena where they just crample together and block shots just right in front of the net. It just seems like they still got the same kind of defensive plan, but they can't create anything offensively. And a hand pass.
And face-off's going to come down the ice to the little blue circle outside the blue line, and that's what that's for. Offsides and line violations or hand violations, like the handball.
Everything's up the center except for the 2 up beside the goalie.
And Odessa wins the draw, knocks the ball down. 14 is Metzger. Metzger tried to get control of it, doesn't have it. And then Neal knocks it up into the corner. First time we've seen Odessa in the offensive zone in a while. After the ball is Metzger. Metzger chases it down, tries to set it up. Good, solid play along the boards.
Good pressure from Odessa, now controlling it, finally trying to find some room to move the ball. But you can see how Kilsyth is much the same in their when Odessa was in their defensive end. Man-on-man, block shots.
Interesting way of playing it, because we've seen so many times they just back in and play kind of a zone defense like basketball and adopt it. I saw that the last night yesterday, and this is the first time I've seen a real out-and-out man-to-man defense the Flyers are playing right now. Makes it a little difficult. They're just going to stay with their man, and they trade off when the time comes, and almost playing it like a basketball man-to-man. So very, very similar. Number 12, of course, that's Bender, Dawson Bender. Bender loses it. Here comes the Flyers. Up along the boards, Brady Stewart. Stewart loses the ball in the slot area. Nice defensive play by Dawson Bender to get back, get control of that ball, and take it off into the corner, take it in behind the net. 8:54 left in the first period. No score between Odessa and Flyers. All the way from Saskatchewan. And the Kilsyth Flyers just down the road at Kilsyth, just off the bypass. There's the shot. Nice block in front, then a cross-check, no call. Oh, what a stop. Nice what a great stop by Abraham Bogdan. And Bogdan just made an unbelievable save as he got down to, there's the block shot in front again. This 7, Hayden Wagman got in front of that. Here they come. Finally, Odessa got some speed, getting by the defenseman. Ball's corralled by Marchand.
Trying to catch him on the change.
And there's a lot of yelling going on. As you're right, Dwight Kress come up the ice. Or pardon me, number 9. Mike Harrington got the wrong list. Loose. Number 88, Graham Couch, got good speed for a big man. In behind the net. Couch picks it up. Graham Couch along the wall, having trouble controlling it, but that's okay because he's got help. Colton Lamping, he had a bad ankle as he went off earlier. I think just got a whack on the leg. Couch staying with him, and then knocking it out is Reed Gill. There's the shot off a leg in front.
Doesn't even affect them when they block a shot. Me, I'm cringing when I get hit. So.
Well, maybe you should wear more equipment.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah. Noah Rouse. Here they come. There's 99 Reed as he's coming. Reed Gill. And he turned, and just good defensive play. And Odessa having trouble getting out of their own zone. Their little back pass, which would have worked, but it was blocked by Reed as he got a shoulder on it. Reed at the boards, and he's hit. Oh, nice play. It's a little poke check by McNabb, and McNabb is in behind the net. McNabb, there's the pass back. Flyers getting set. Gold medal B game right now. Flyers have done really well in this tournament, and so is the girls from the young guns from Kilsyth. Very proud of those young kids as they've showed well in this tournament. Reed Gill makes a nice play as he knocks the ball in along the board. Bothered by number 21, Colton Meyer. Meyer making the set. There we go. There's the shot. There's another shot. And by number 24, as he's got that way, that was Jason Rourke. Ball going down the ice surface, and
waved off. He said he hit somebody.
They're waving it off. Goaltender is very active. That's Brady Lisk, and Lisk just knocks it around. That's the first time I've seen it. He'll come out and play the ball, and he helps his team. And then he'll block. It was a nice play. That little pick's illegal, but
I guess if he's still in the crease, it shouldn't be. Whenever the goalie plays the ball outside the crease, he is fair game. And while it's cardinal sin if you hit the goalie, because you usually have a bunch of guys on you.
Oh, nice save again. And that ball was labeled for that far side. And, of course, Abraham Bogdan made a beautiful stop on that. Brady Lisk is the goaltender for the Flyers. Oh, what a body check that was. Old hip.
He's giving him a penalty for it, though. I don't know why it was.
No, I don't know why either. I thought that was pretty. I don't know what call that would be.
Yeah.
you know what? In hockey, they're taking away the hip check because
they are. Yes, and it's unfortunate because some hip checks where they don't submarine below the knees are actually pretty effective. But that certainly wasn't. That was right at the waist.
Yeah, there's the shot. Still 6-on-5, and finally they tip the ball, and we're going to get our first penalty of the game. And Kilsyth Flyers are going to go on the power play. We're going to see it at the blue line. It's number 6. Gross comes in, and then I see nothing.
I don't know. He did dive down, and the referee's trying to explain to him what he did, and he didn't use his shoulder. But I don't know. And I could see why they would want to, but he.
I liked it. I
liked it. It was effective. But
I thought it was a great hit.
I guess they got to teach the kids to stand on their feet and not duck down, I guess.
Well, yeah, with an intent, but he knew he was going to get hit. And then, well, who knows? But they called the penalty. Odessa on the power play, trying to set it up, and then he just lost the ball as he tried to get that pass, and the ball goes down the ice, and Brady Stewart, he's the captain. Stewart up along to Christie. Christie crosses the blue line. Christie being bothered by number 20, Brandon Turner. Turner in along the boards, doing a great job keeping that ball. And finally it comes free, and Odessa gets back in control. Brady Stewart. Stewart. Watch these kids play. It's hard to believe that they're only 16 to 20 years old. There's good skill out here, and this is the Belu. Supposedly these aren't the better teams, but good skill. Lots of times it's a bounce. It's a
yeah. Well, like it seems like a lot of these games have gone into overtime or been one-goal games, so it's not like it's ever been a complete blowout for a lot of these teams. It's just that one bounce that makes all the difference with the A side or B side.
Well, they are the Canadian Championship here. Back out to the blue line, into the point area. There's a shot there. Oh, nice save by the goaltender. That was a quick relay. It's number 3, Tyson Wepler, just got the shot away. Nice playing at that angle. Here we go to the back far side, coming out in front. We're going to wind it. Nope, going to go to the back side. Can't get his footing right, so he couldn't get away with that big boomer. There we go. Off 21 as he made it blocked, and that's Colton Meyer making a great play in front as they set it up. We're looking for, that's what they're doing, getting that open backside shot. And tried to get the boomer going. That was 99 Reed Gill, but he got the ball with an off his stack, and then beautiful play at the blue line. Brady Stewart kept it alive. Reed Gill in the corner, sets it back out to the top of the circle. And of course, that's Brady Stewart. Stewart back this side to Christie. Christie takes the shot, knocked away nicely by number 7, Hayden Wagman. Wagman gets it into the corner, and Wepler takes his man into the boards. Reed Gill along the boards, and the penalty is over, but the Flyers still have the pressure on. 2:19, ball's loose in front. Goaltender Abram Bogdan, I believe it's number 1, and that's makes the play.
It's good defense from the Odessa. It's compact right into there, block shots. A lot of the time they'll tell the goalie, you get all the high ones and we'll take all the low ones, block all the low ones. But Kilsyth did a good job cycling, especially Tyson right at the edge of the net, and got a good shot off, but for the most part it's just block shots.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're folding down. They're not getting anything able to through. How they're going to... Got to figure out how they're going to be able to do that at some point, and they're not doing the job that they have to do to clear the zones to get the man free. So anyway, they're back at it again. Flyers right into the slot area, and Odessa gets the ball up. They got a breakaway. Here comes Odessa in on goal. There's the shot. Nice stop as Brady List makes the play, loses the stick in the process. And that was Brady Rist going down the ice, and Brady List stopped him 31 on the other end. And what a great play. And boy, oh boy, that we're going to have the replay as soon as we get a stop and play, I think, or maybe even sooner. But
List is standing strong, coming out and attacking. Hard to make a lot of move when you don't have much traction on the ice, but good for List for standing strong.
Well, he stayed out and he brought took that angle out, come right out of his top of his goal crease, and was right out of the paint to make that save. And Boy, that was a big one because this game is so close. Even though the floor has been tilted because Kilsyth's been in their zone all game.
But that's a game plan for a lot of the teams too, who know that they don't have a lot of legs type thing. They'll wait till overtime, where overtime is just pass back and forth and set up for your chances.
And that's possibly what we maybe headed for today.
We call it the Katie Hawk strategy. That's what all they did, and they'd win. They'd win every time.
Yeah, they drive into the corner, and then ball's coming back. Here's number 6, Kendall Stoppler, in behind the net. Number 4 is number 8 is Dawson McNabb, and McNabb again, great pressure by the Flyers. But one of the best scoring opportunities of this first period, as the time is winding down, was that breakaway. A great save by Brady Liss, which we'll catch as soon as the horn goes. And Mark's going to let us replay, and you see what a great job he did to stop the ball. And we're just playing around, and there's the horn. First period is over, and Mark has told us we'd get to see this replay as soon as we got to stop play. Here it comes, and you're going to see him coming down the ice. Great shot out of the corner, and right in on goal. You can see him high outside the paint, and then took a little belt as he finished it off. A great stop by the young goaltender, Brady Liss.
He looked back on the run in, seeing that he was getting chased, so he knew he had one shot, and that was it. So good for saves. So.
Yeah, certainly. There you see the DQ and logo on our screen. Of course, they've been feeding our crew with refreshments all week long, muchly appreciated. Nice change getting the burgers and the chicken burgers and all the stuff that we were getting. We really do appreciate it. 88 3rd Avenue East, Owen Sound, 315 Main Street, Sauble Beach. Opens up long weekend in August. Maybe a couple of weeks early.
Hopefully the snow's gone by then.
The snows are gone. Well, we've been with many a time. My family, we've gone down to DQ on a hot day on the beach. We have
hop on the bike like the motorcycles and head out.
No, I just get in the car. I'm not like you. I don't.
I like the wind and whatever hair I have remaining. So there we go.
I wouldn't worry too much about your hair. Look like
I got the bird's nest coming up top, so I'll be all right.
Oh, when you wake up in the morning and you cone all 9 of them, then you know you got a problem.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'll keep the headset on for that one.
But no. DQ, thank you ever so much for your help. I know the crew's really appreciated it. The folks remember that buy locally, they support us, and we'd appreciate it if you support them.
Every sponsor for this tournament has been incredible. We got everything in the flyer, and it's just word of mouth from a lot of people as well, like a lot that aren't involved with necessarily the game directly, but know someone and just put money towards it, and it's incredible. You even got your local MPs and MPPs who are here for the ceremonies, and it's broomball country whenever the attack aren't in town, I guess. So.
Well, it's a tremendous high sport, and recreationally too, and it's surprising that. The limited amount of equipment. I know it costs a lot to get a broom and everything else like that, but generally it's an inexpensive sport, and great exercise for those who want it. And there's youth programs in the area, and starting to come up, and we're like, look what the teams been producing. That showed well, and then the players are producing. And senior division, and
$900 for skates, and that covers your whole year of broomball.
And you probably got a hockey helmet and hockey guys. It's a great recreational sport. So, and of course, Katie and Kilsyth arenas are used for broomball.
Mostly the Desborough one, because the Kilsyth's a natural ice, but we got the Katie and Desborough arenas, which is our local ones. But a lot of the Kilsyth is pretty central for where these kids grew up.
So yeah, man, but it's great that we've got representation in this tournament, and they have represented the community very, very well. Back to the live action. We got 3 minutes gone in the second period, and finally, Kilsyth's Flyers, they've got control of this game, but haven't been able to break through the defense. That there's a takedown, and we're getting the back. The judge is going to call it. And number 2, and that's Colton Lamping, is heading to the penalty box. But that's the same story. There's a back official called that one, the one standing right over top, but didn't do it. Didn't raise a.
No, and I hate to be the one that kind of takes, picking at the ref, because they are human. But sometimes you get followed up in the scenario when you're that close, and you have to be sure of that call. And if accidents happen right quick to you, you can't necessarily see it. So there is, I've always said, there's 3 teams out there, and if the back ref sees something that the close one does, why not call it?
Oh, I agree, but when you figure he's 60 feet to 100 feet away,
you wonder what he sees too.
Well,
so.
and I don't mean to criticize the official, because officiating has been excellent in this tournament, and of course some of these officials have come from just as far to do these tournaments.
Oh yes,
as the local guys have had an opportunity to do, and so. Thanks to the official, because you can't play minor sports or any level without them. So there's the shot. Great stop. Loose ball in the goal crease. And we're shoving, and the goaltender has it. And you can't tell me these guys aren't intense. No, they want that goal. And you know what? That might be playing the defense and being relaxed. It might come to Odessa's Odessa's positive, whatever. But Kilsyth's going to get kind of frustrated if they can't get that goal, no matter how many times they're in their end, how many shots. So they're starting to go get penalties like that. So if they can't capitalize it soon, you could probably assume that maybe they get a little frustration, and maybe they'll start swinging their sticks when they shouldn't be. Well, they're getting set for the face-off inside the zone. That's Reed Gill. Gill wins the draw, gets the ball back out. You're right about the frustration, because you can see that happening in front of the net. Goaltender Abraham Bogdan just been phenomenal.
Yeah, standing on his head, yep.
Because the last 2 chances have been absolutely fantastic. Flyers in control. There's the shot, fired wide backside. Wow, did he? Yeah. Did he read that well? Because he went from one side of the net to the other and played. Because that shot was actually almost like a pass.
It almost
off the back.
It looked like a set play. Jared shot right behind the net and came right out, used the bounce to a wide open Reed Gill, but the goalie just, you make your own luck sometimes, but he grabbed right across the net.
That did right between the eyeballs, yeah. Too. That right off the face mask. Here we go again, back to number 3, Tyson Webler. And we've got 11, Brady Stewart out there. Stewart has it. This is on the power play, 43 seconds left in this. Yes, Odessa trying to kill off this penalty.
Odessa seems to be playing a diamond formation. A lot of the times they do the 2 high, but they got the 1 high and 2 on the sides and 1 down covering towards the net.
That's an interesting way of playing defense, because usually it's 4-on-4. You create the box.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different that I've seen in the games, the 6 or 7 games I've done this weekend.
Yeah, you see Dawson Bender's just following the point guy, trying to keep him out of the equation.
Bender playing it true enough. There's the shot, fired wide again, high and wide. Flyers in control in this power play, but they've just over as Odessa. This is going to be a hand pass, but nope, it's inside the defensive zone. So inside that blue line area. Coming back quickly after Bailey Dross in behind the net to Christie. Christie has it, and Odessa's changing up. Odessa through center. Finally get control, and they're heading back up the ice surface. This is number 6. Stoppler lost it. Picked up by number 3, Tyson Wepler. Wepler has it. On the far side is it pass up the left wing. Knocked in after that, Noah Rouse. Rouse chasing it down. Rouse being bothered by number 20, Brandon Turner. Turner just dumps it in around the net, and then Rouse just gets on it. Rouse steals it in the corner. Back in behind the net. Rouse gets it off to his partner. Again, the Flyers in control. They have been in that ice side of the ice surface all cotton picking game, but have not been able to beat goaltender Abraham Bogdan.
No, Odessa's doing really good keeping man on man, keeping them to the outside. Shots trying to get through, but even Odessa swallows them up.
Well, they've been blocking them all the time. 29, and of course, in the corner, they're right back out in front to Stewart. Stewart's got a chance, can't do it, and the ball comes up the blue line, kept in nicely by number 17, Noah Rouse. There's a shot off the side of the net, in behind the goal.
Ooh, couple steps. The head check.
And
I might have called a charge, and he took a few steps, but getting a little excited.
You'll see a number 15 from Odessa, and that's Ryan Schaefer. And there he goes again, and he just won't let him go. If he'd let him go, he would have been called.
Yeah.
So 13:06, this could be a big power play, as the Kilsyth Flyers have an opportunity to definitely do something with the Brandon Stewart's number 29. I've been trying to figure out who he was. Odessa has a ball. Actually picked up by Reed Gill. Gill has it. Gill has it in his own zone. Back across to Stewart. Stewart has it again. On this side, knocked into the corner by Jared Christie, trying to set up the one-timer. They haven't been able to get it free. As you see, the four of them in the game with that diamond thing that you were talking about, taking away the point. Trying to get that ball in close and moving it quickly. There's the big boomer, and off a body in front. And try to separate him. If they could have got that ball back into it, they would have had an odd man situation.
Yeah, Odessa's doing a great job in the penalty kill. That diamond is really throwing Kilsyth for a loop. They can't really get anything down.
Well, they're not playing the box four like you were talking about. Reed Gill has it, takes it back outside to Stewart. Cross ice to Jared Christie. Somebody's got to move and get that ball. And finally, Brogdon just knocks it down. And again, unbelievable that no goals have been scored.
Yeah.
And yet, territorially, the Flyers have had complete control.
Still 0-0, like almost like they're waiting for an overtime, and those breakaways will be the chances that they get. The Odessa's had, but Tyson Wepler, number 3 in the center, he's been trying a backdoor pass where he stands close to the red line and they cycle it around. Some effect, but still that diamond's still throwing them off a bit.
They're not. You would think that they would move somebody back into the middle and try and take that away.
Yeah.
There's a shot in behind and on the mesh, and I thought for a moment that might have been in, but Reed Gill around this side takes it out to Jared Reed to Christie. They've been out there for the whole cod pick in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Too, so. And 25 seconds left in the penalty. There's a shot, and then Bogdan makes another good stop, knocks the ball away. There's a shot in front. There's the back shot blocked again. Great blocking ability.
That's how you're going to win the game, by blocking shots. And you'll see the victory scars at the end.
Saskatchewan are going to go home with a whole bunch of body marks, I'll tell you. There it is.
Oh, nice.
I think Bogdan got a toe on it, knocked it over the top of the net because that was a wide open cage, and they couldn't finish it. Penalties over. 10:57 remaining in the second frame. And Odessa trying desperately to get the ball out of the zone, and they're trying to change up the players. At the blue line, Wade being bothered by Stopper, and Stopper doing a drop, and then he hammered his man into the boards almost from behind. Luckily, Reed Gill has been out there a long time. Gill twists and turns in that circle area along the boards. Gill just stops, waiting for somebody to come into the slot area. There's the shot off the leg. They're all, and again, Bogdan got over and made the save. Adrian Bogdan, you're going to watch the replay as it comes up on you. Starts out by Brady Stewart.
See, that's that backdoor pass that they've been trying. Just deflected off the defenseman, just went wide, but they cycling it around, and they've had an effect with it before, but it's tough to get it when you got guys that block shots all the time.
Of course, but I think Bogdan went off his shoulder too, so that was that backdoor thing you were talking about. That was one of the best scoring opportunities they've had, and they didn't. They got to be careful because they don't want to give Odessa anything. Because if Odessa gets on the other side, they can shoot it. So hopefully,
having a little discussion with the ref as to the picking. I don't know if they can count yet. They're supposed to have 5 guys, but he's too late to change, so they keep trying to think that one guy's going for the other. But the classic pick move, you see it in basketball where the guy just stands there and he runs right into you. Well, it's interference, but if I'm standing up, if I make myself positioned in a way where I'm there first type thing, and I'm not necessarily trying to blocking them. It's hard to be a pick, but you see it all the time where guys move right in them trying to cycle it over.
There's a long shot blocked at the point at the defense. Again, Kilsyth gets control of the puck. That's Brady Stewart, or the ball. I do too much hockey.
Yeah.
That's twice I've done it.
Well, and a lot of people call it the sticks too, and we've been trying to call it broom, like high broom or high stick type things.
There's the shot. Scores! What a shot that was!
Top corner. I don't think it hit anybody in front. I think his goalie just didn't see it in time, but I mean, there wasn't a lot of real estate to get into that corner, so it was a well-placed shot.
I think any Major League pitcher would have loved to have that curveball, because that thing come from the point. Look at his drive. And it's long and hard.
Oh, he's lucky he kept the stick down. It looked like it went off the defender, his arm, and went top corner, but 8 had to be careful with that stick, keep it down.
That's a big goal with 9:49 remembered in the second period. And they have been working it all day, trying to work it in close. And isn't that amazing? The long shot from the point that went in and scored. And Kilsyth gets that goal, and they have been waiting for that for a long time. And one goal in this game's all they need, at the way they've been in control.
Yeah, well, and it's nice that they got that goal, because frustration was about to set in, and then they'd get a penalty, and who knows how Odessa would counter with that.
But they've got a cheering group right in behind the net back there. The girls are back there.
I think it's the midget. Is it the midget or juvenile team? I can't tell. I'm too far away. But it's well, that's just the camaraderie. Yeah, they all have their the blue Kilsyth Flyer jerseys from the. I think it's the midget squad that has their same kind of Flyers logo type thing, but that's the camaraderie with the local Broomball community from Kilsyth, Katy, Besville.
Well, they're here and they're all dressed to kill, because I guess I could use a pun because they're from Kilsyth, but they're here, and they when they got that goal, they were all on their feet cheering. Great to have them. If Jeff's on the camera, maybe you can get a picture of him over there. And quickly, Odessa has the ball in the zone, and that's number 8, Brady Risk. And stopped at the blue line, and here comes Kilsyth again. There's the Flyers, and they're flying today as Mike Harrington goes down the ring, the rink, and on the right wing, loses the ball in behind to Odessa. Picked up by Damon Dorr, pardon me. Stopped at the circle, and then just knocked out. Good check. Nice poke with the broom to get that ball away. Nice move here by 12, Damon Dawson Bender. Bender loses it. Picked up by Josh. And there's the stay. And we're getting stop and play, and I thought there might have been a penalty by.
Well, it was a solid check, but right at the top of the circle.
There they are. They're looking at them on our. They're waving.
There's a lot of local guys there, yeah. So, some former Kilsyth junior Flyers who've grown, I guess, too old, but it's easy for me to say that they're too old because I'm a lot older than them. So
well, I'm a lot older than you. I mean, time flies.
Yeah. No, I started playing when I was 18, and I didn't have the junior program when I was starting to play. So it's really nice to see the foundations of better broomball players coming up, and they certainly are. So.
Well,
we've been told that some of them are the girlfriends of the teams cheering on, but I mean, some of the Flyers they're a little crazy sometimes, but you never know. They could be girlfriends or fans or anybody.
Well, it's nice to see the support coming down to the arena. We got a picture of him, and the camera guy, I think it was Jeff. Thanks so much, appreciate it. Great job that the crew has done this weekend. We're volunteers. We volunteer just like you guys do with supporting Broomball, and our camera crew is second to none. And if you watch the OHL telecast, our camera crews and our crews do
it's an incredible job. I mean,
they do an incredible job.
They do set the standard. I still get people from like provincials. It was in Trenton. I had people coming up and asking, I hope Rogers does the juniors nationals. And the year before that, it was just like when we did the senior nationals, the camera and the coverage and everything, like us doing the commentating, it was second to none. They'd never seen it for Broomball, and they loved it. They loved how much it gave the sport a national name back on TV, and you can still view some great games for the senior nationals that were in Owensound on the Rogers YouTube page as well, with yours truly on it doing some rookie color commentating.
Well, I was in Florida when that was going on the last time, so I'm sorry about that, but I probably would have been involved.
No, it is winter too, and it's late in the winter as well.
So I played some golf, so Flyers again. Right through, there's the shot. Oh my God! Just went by the course. At 12, Clayton Glover just missed the goal, and he'll lose sleep over that tonight if they tie it up. About 6:19. Glover again in the corner, in behind the net. Glover being bounced around like a ping pong ball. Centered right out in front, picked off by William Glass, and Glass takes it, and he just dumps it down the ice. And goalie's going to play it. I like the way this goalie gets involved in the game, and he'll pass that ball up and gets it out of Brady Stewart. He just doesn't dump it off, and if he can pick up, that's a big help on it on the side. Japin Gagne in the corner, off the wall, nice play, gets it out, gets it up to 27. Nick Hatt along the wall, just dumps it, and he stood up. By a good check by Kendall Stopper. I like that move. They play the man instead of the ball when they dump it off, and it's much simpler to do.
Like I coach some of the girls in the Katy League, and I keep telling them the ball's not going to do anything when the head's not attached. Yeah,
that's true. That's an excellent way to explain it. And in the center ice area, now we're going to get a penalty. And I'm not sure who's going. It's the Flyer, number 4. Damian Walker's heading to the sin bin. And that's not a good thing to happen with 5:14 remaining. And now Odessa goes on the power play. Could tie this thing up.
That's a strong defense, too, for the penalty kill. Called for the interference. You can see the size of him. He's pretty good stature, but he also blocks shots and plugs up holes around the net.
Well, you're going to see the penalty take place here as he's going to take him down. I just got to thought we'd get a picture of it, but
just a little to the side, but interference nonetheless.
Just the same. There's the long shot, but blocked in front, good play, then dumped out.
This is all new strategy for the Flyers now. Well, not new, but it's new to the game where they have to play this much on defense now with the penalty kill.
Brandon Stewart's number 29, and he's out there right into the slot. Odessa trying to get some offense. They haven't done much all game. Here's number 12, but Dawson Bender. Bender stops.
You notice Kilsyth, they go back to that box formation where Odessa was the diamond. 2 up front, 2 down below. It's a tough block shots. That's basically what they're going to try and do, compact in.
Damian Dorr lost the ball, and number 4, Damian Walker, has it in the corner. Part number 2, Gagne knocks his man down. We're getting another penalty. This is not good.
Not in a 1-0 game, that's for sure.
Blocked. There's a shot high and off the top of the glass, and they're going to call this one, and they're calling tripping.
They should have gave him the ball like about 10 seconds before. I mean, they only need one, and they got all that space. You might as well use as much time as possible.
Flyers going to have a bit of an uphill climb here as they've got 2 penalties to kill off, and coming to the penalty box, it's tripping. Yeah, and I can't get the number who it was, but it's number 2, Jacob Gagne. You can see Gagne in the corner, and he's going to take him out right there, and that's the trip. And there's the goal. That's how quick it changed.
Yeah, that was quick, and they still got a man advantage.
Yep, they do. That's how quick that happened. Boy, we're just watching the face-off.
Just a point shot and just squeaked through everybody.
Yep. And out of the penalty box comes Damon Walker. You're going to see the replay on your screen. And it didn't take long for this to happen. There's the shot. And it went through 3 sets of legs to get to the net. So we've got a 1-1 tie, 4 minutes. Still on the power play is Odessa. And the Flyers have been in complete control of this game until this point. There's the shot. You said they couldn't shoot it, but they did. That's First offensive foray they got, they put it away. Back out to Dawson Bender. Bender tried the fake shot. There's a cross. There's a backdoor shot. There's another one. High over the and off. Brady Lisk is the goaltender for the Kilsyth Flyers. And they got 1:17 remaining, and face-off coming to left as Dawson Bender gets set against number 11, Brady Stewart. Stewart wins the draw, dumps it off into the corner, but loose ball picked up by Dawson. Number 12, I believe, has the ball, and that's Bender. And Bender has it in the slot area. Bender, there's the shot, blocked, and then knocked up the ice and just knocked down, going right at the goaltender. Bender after it. I believe the block and on the front was Jared Christie.
No,
number 11, Brady Stewart.
Brady Stewart, yeah. Brady Stewart, Walkerton Hawk with the junior C too, so he's quite around with sports. So
there's a shot high over the net, off the back of the crossbar, bounced around, picked up in behind the net by Kress. Off to Brandon Turner. Turner gets the shot blocked again, and that's Brandon Stewart with number 29. My pen's running out. I'm trying to put the.
Been a long week, I guess.
Oh, gosh. Can't say enough about it, but still on the power play. 8 seconds, killed it off. And with 2:18, overtime is loon again. I thought I was going to get out for lunch there a lot quicker than. Here it is, 11 o'clock, so I think the tournament is a little bit behind schedule because of the double overtime. Supposed to be done in just at 10:30, but here we go. Here's the Flyers. This is number 9, Mike Harrington. Harrington down the wall. As Dawson Bender takes him away, and then Bender gives him a little shot as he goes by. And then hit again. Noah Rouse just eliminated his man, shot out in front into the circle, blocked. And finally, backhand drive and gets down the... As Marchand chases it down, and they gives it right off to Brady Lisk, and Lisk likes to play the ball. And he just dumps it in behind his own goal. And a long lead pass knocked down by number 20, Brandon Turner from Saskatchewan. Oh.
A little juggling. Enough to get everybody in a reality check. I mean, it's 1-1, and I really do think this is the tie going to overtime would be Odessa's favor, because they've been just waiting for this. Keep it tight, get in overtime, open up space, slow it down, and then it's more even for them. But even the last 5 minutes, it's been kind of Odessa putting them on pressure. So,
well, they figured that they've got Odessa has got the brand, Kilsyth Flyers back on their heels, because they had them, and they got those 2 silly penalties, and it cost them, and one would cost them a tying goal. So Flyers have got to gather themselves up and come back and do what they have to do and get her done. But this has got to get over. I understand that I'm doing the food run this afternoon. Here they come. Here's the Flyers. There's the shot. The Flyers had control of that ball again at the blue line. There's Noah Rouse. There's the long shot. Rouse right on goal. Boy, he can shoot the ball.
Yeah, he's a strong kid. We picked him up for the Special K for the senior provincials. He's a very strong kid.
Joseph. In the corner. Rouse. In behind, tried to slide it through the goal crease. Time running down. 5 seconds, shot it. In across, we're going to get a horn, and this period is going to end, and we're going into overtime. Again this morning. I've been up since 4:45. I'm ready to go back to bed. These guys have tired me out.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of back and forth action. I mean, it's it's one that it's a commitment even for the organizers to be coming up. So I don't feel too bad because I know Linda Thompson and Ryan Gregg have been putting in a lot more hours than I would ever even imagine putting in too. So I can only imagine that the Tim Hortons coffee run is coming in pretty good with them. So.
Well, they didn't bring one up here. I brought my own.
You brought your own. Well, if you're listening, Ryan or Linda, you could use some caffeine.
Well, no, we're doing good. We had a great time. But just while we got this break in the action, we have mentioned Dairy Queen, and Dairy Queen has been a sponsor for us, and they've fed the crew all week, and we certainly do appreciate it. Crew for refreshments, every one of us has said have kudos for DQ. We really appreciate the fact that they have been here for us, and they're located at 888 3rd Avenue East here in Owen Sound, 315 Main Street. Just head down the main drag, go through the lights. It's about a quarter of a kilometer down, and it's on your right-hand side. You see the big sign.
Yeah. It's on the way to the beach.
Yeah. It's on the way to the beach. Grab your DQ, go down and let it melt on the beach.
Let it melt, yeah.
But thanks so much, folks. Really appreciate your help. And, of course, remember, folks, buy locally. They support us, and we would certainly appreciate it if you would support them. So we got a good crowd in here this morning watching this game.
Well, you can even see some of the Saskatchewan girls in behind the Odessa bench as well. I mean, it's support from your own province and everything too, so it's pretty good.
Well, I mean, Saskatchewan is playing with a heavy heart. That if I heard this morning, they know some of the players.
Yeah.
And these communities, sports communities, and such a tragic accident in Saskatchewan these kids feel it. It would be nice of them to win this for them, and they really would like to do that. But full marks for both those teams. The girls had their sticks decorated in green tape. And of course, everybody knows green is Saskatchewan's color, whether it be any travel team or any all-star team or the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. They're all in green. So everybody knows that, and you see the coaches with their uniforms. They'll have the big SK with the green and gold, green and white. And
Saskatchewan has been actually a very strong house with broomball. I mean, it's constant where they have provincials or not provincial, nationals, junior nationals, and a lot of the times you hear the stories about going out to Saskatchewan for nationals. I mean, my mom was an original Young Gun, and not original, but she played goalie for the Young Guns when they were senior as well, and went to nationals in Saskatchewan.
And I'll tell you, they're probably the friendliest people in the world. I've only been to Saskatchewan a couple of times, but boy, they are absolutely fabulous people. And our condolences coming from Rogers to that community and that province. But anyway, we're back to live broomball. We got overtime, and it's 3-on-3. And here comes Odessa. Clayton Odessa's number 12, Dawson Bender, and he's been a tower of strength blocking shots all day. There's the shot. List gets a hold of it. Now it's a long one. He had a little trouble with that.
Little whack kind of set it loose there, but you got to play for the ball. You got to play strong.
Liska's, when he's had to be, has been good, but that shot got through a bunch of legs, and I'm not so sure he really had a good beat on it when the goal was scored because of the people blocking it and taking his sight lines away, so he probably didn't have it set up as well as he'd like to.
The 5-on-3 just opened up a lot of space for them too. So.
Reed Gill at the face-off circle. And of course, Nicholas Knoll had a little trouble with his footing, and it's a good thing that Jason Rourke didn't have some speed at that time to get it by him, but managed to get control. Here we're back in, and this is Reed. Reed with Jason Rourke on, and number 71, Parker Wade. In overtime,
so that's that pick that they were talking about, the 71. I mean, it drives people mad, especially coaches on the other team.
Oh, we're going to get a penalty, and there's a penalty going to the Flyers. I believe it's number 24 is going to get Jason Rourke is going to get either a slashing or a hooking penalty of some sort. Anyway, here they come, 4-on-3. And They're controlling the ball. They're just waiting for some help to come off the bench.
Working changes, yep.
Yep. 4-on-3 right now until they touch the ball, and then it'll be 3-on-2. Odessa, who basically have been dominated by the Flyers most of the game, and like you said, may have been just hoping to wait to get to overtime because now they can play on an equal basis. Here's the ball. They're waiting for the one shot. Lisk getting set. Back out to Bender. Bender just kicks it. There's the shot. High and wide. Boy, did he fire that thing, but he had no control over it. Kept in by Brandon Turner. Turner to Bender. There's the shot. And off a body in front. They're going to let that go. I thought should have called.
Well, they got to get the control, and the ref's fingers are going to go numb with it up in the air all this long.
That's possibly true. And this is really a power play because it's 4-on-3s. They pulled the goaltender. And 46 minutes gone in this this frame, and we're in overtime. And Turner had trouble controlling the ball. Finally gets it back. Bender fakes the shot. Then he slides it through. There's
nice pass.
Oh, nice pass. Faked out everybody right through the 5-hole of the defender and put it right on. Wow.
Flyers are upset. They wanted the goaltender interference. They felt like he pushed him into the net. But I think it was the Flyers that pushed into the goalie.
Yeah,
like
number
that.
24 got him from behind, and that's Jason Rourke. That's why. And Rourke's going to the penalty box. Rourke going in for. Well, he was the original call.
Yeah,
so
he was the original call, yeah.
And he's not happy about that because now it's 3-on-2. This is what you kind of wait for. They don't wait. They call the penalties in overtime. Officials don't care.
No, and they have been trying to do that because there's a lot of times there's a lot of just passing back and forth and nothing getting much. You kind of wait for your chances, hence the double overtime. So they try and speed it up. There was a time when they didn't have the goalies, but in the Canadian Broomball kind of thought putting a goalie in would create more chances.
Shot, wrist, got in front of that. Les made a great stop. He's a big goaltender. One-on-one, there's a possible, just didn't get enough on the pass. Got to be careful. You got to watch those 2-on-2s when you're short. And finally, Turner gets it. Turner getting set to get the one shot. This is all they need is one. They're one shot away from winning. There's a good block in front by Brady Stewart. And Stewart takes out his man. He wants it. There you see a smart play. Yeah, Hayden Wagner told the goaltender to get the ball up here as quick as possible. Let's not let us run back and chase it because the defense isn't coming. Bender gets knocked off of the ball and it goes off into the corner. Number 7 is Hayden Wagner is lying down in the corner. He got hurt a bit. Oh, wait a minute.
I think he went in. He went in, and Brady tried to hit the ball and kind of stuck him with the stick when he was down on the ice.
Stewart just dumps it down the air. 27 seconds left in the penalty. Odessa, long lead pass up the right wing. Picked up by Wagman. Wagman to the blue line, cross ice to Brandon Turner. Turner coming into slot area. Here's the backdoor shot. There it is. Good stop. This List got a shoulder in the way of that one. Back out to Turner. Turner has a chance. There's the drive. Good. Another good loose ball knocked down the ice. Great play.
Oh, no.
Oh! Hit the post!
The goalie thought it was over. The goalie thought it was over, so he's laying on the ice. Wipe the tears off. Get back into it.
He thought it was in.
I think even 24 thought it was going to be in, but no. New life.
Nice play as Colton Lamping comes sliding in to steal the ball. Lamping stops and turns, kills the penalty. We've got 11:47 in the overtime. And Dawson Bender's been out there a lot of time. Blocked by Parker Wade. Bender again. I thought he was going off to the bench. Nope. Here's Bender. He's been out there a lot. The Odessa girls had a Bender on the team. She was played a lot too. So like you said, this is a family affair. Bender just coming across the ice surface looking for an open man. Somebody's in front of the net trying to get the shot through. And the defender is right on top of him, keeps moving him out. He keeps backing into the paint.
I feel like, well, there's that pick that they're trying to do. But Odessa, I think they need to start moving around with the body more.
Who's got speed here. And of course, Bender, I don't know where he's getting the energy to play this game, but Bender has just got to bite at both ends of the rink.
Yeah, he'll get tired, but he looks like he's very smart with the ball, and he's got great control. You notice on his helmet he's got an Axeman. I think it's the Bruno Axeman pretty sure the Bruno Axeman right out of Saskatchewan, but Bruno Axeman is the senior men's team, so if he's good enough to play with them and still playing with the juveniles, I mean, he's probably their go-to guy, I would say.
Well, how do they do that when you end up with a player that is playing in a senior division?
You can pick them up, but as long as the weekends are on the same weekend, you can get picked up by a contract or anything.
But you're playing one up, so it should eliminate you from playing juvenile, shouldn't it?
Not really, because you can get signed as a pickup form, a waiver from your coach for a junior to be playing in the senior level.
Along the boards, finally Turner picks it up. He's got logged a lot of ice time in this overtime too. Number 21 is Colton Mayer. Mayer dumps it out along the boards. Still takes control of it as number 11, Brady Stewart, is with him. Stewart bothering him. There's the shot off the stack, or off a broom, I guess is what we should be saying. And off into the corner. But we don't always do broomball, and some of our hockey terminology comes back. We apologize.
Yeah.
Broomball purists. But,
I hope there's no broomball purists. I mean, hopefully they'd have better things to do. So.
Well, it's amazing what some people get a little bit upset about, but we do the best we can. And back out the blue line is Turner. Turner has it, trying to set it up. Turner with a little fake. And Reed Gill right on top of him. Gill wondering what he's going to do. There's the shot off Reed Gill and off into the corner. Kilsyth has it. Finally they come out, got a chance for a 2-on-1. Oh, couldn't get it by. Turner gets it into Dawson. Or Bender, pardon me. There's the lead shot. Oh, just out of his reach. And, of course, racing down after that is Harrington.
He shouldn't have gave the ball away. You need to control those. I mean, you are tired, but hold it until someone gets there.
To help out, that's...
work and a change. That's the young inexperience sometimes, and certainly when you get playing in future years, you'll figure it all out, all the strategies.
Off the glass, up to Gill. Reed Gill into the slot. There's the shot. Oh, what a save! Yes! What a play that was, and rightly so. Great play. Bailey Dross took the ball, got the shot. Goaltender Brogdon made the save, and then putting it away was Reed Gill, and we have
no winner. Yeah, and you know what? Good for Odessa. If he's coming back and getting that power play goal, that would set them up for their strategy to get into overtime, and they had quite a bit of chances. So
here's the replay.
Reed coming and passes it over. It takes a shot. Great save by him, but he just, it's a ball. It bounces and it gets into the wrong hand sometimes. But good for Reed for continuing up with the play and staying with it, not just giving up after the pass, and they got the goal. So good on for local broomball, but certainly the Bandits don't have anything to be upset with of that game.
Oh, the Bandits, Odessa, our hearts go out to them. This was a tough game for them to play with that serious tragedy that happened in Saskatchewan. They played so well, and I believe everybody's taking their hats off right now, but I'm pretty sure that Broomball Canada is going to honor those young lives that were lost in Saskatchewan. And I believe we're going to have a moment of silence. Will do, but you can see them lining up to get their awards. But
even the young guns are coming out on the red line to take off their helmets and stuff too.
Both teams are coming out. it's a pretty sad day right now when it comes to sport, because when you lose any young athlete, it's tough, and to watch these kids come out on the ice kind of chokes up a bit too. I know my voice is so. They're speaking very quietly out there. We just thought to take a break for a minute. They're talking about the tragedy, and then they're going to have a moment of silence. And we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with more action here on Rogers TV. And right now we're having a moment of silence.